With us now, Mark Penn, CEO of Stagwell, former White House pollster for Bill Clinton. Mark, it is always good to see you. By my count, we've had about 6 October surprises and a few mini surprises sprinkled throughout the past 90 or so days. Is there something that can redefine this race for Donald Trump or for Kamala Harris?
Well, a surprise is a surprise, and last-minute upsets happen last minute. So oftentimes we don't see exactly what's coming, particularly when people are living in their own partisan worlds. Like, do people, in New York City really understand what's happening in Ohio or Iowa? Or do people in Ohio or Iowa really understand what's happening in California? I think the polls have shown that this is a very, very tight race, and that there are 19% who are still thinking over their choice, and that includes a third of independent voters. So this race could still break one way or the other. Those voters are waiting to hear what they want to hear.
One of the things that polling shows is that people, especially independent voters, the last poll I saw, 50%, feel they need to hear more from Kamala Harris, which ordinarily you hear tons from presidential candidates. They can't get away from the microphones. Not so. At this point, Joe Biden is doing more interviews than either Kamala Harris or Tim Walz is. But she did sit down, and we thought it was important because it's so rare to replay it on Friday with a television station in Pennsylvania. Take a listen.
When we talk about bringing down prices and making life more affordable for people, what are 1 or 2 specific things you have in mind for that?
Well, I'll start with this. I grew up a middle-class kid. My mother raised my sister and me. She worked very hard. She was able to finally save up enough money to buy our first house when I was a teenager.
Look, Bill Clinton was a guy from a town named Hope. That worked, that aspirational message. Does that work now, or do voters demand more?
Well, I grew up a middle-class kid. No. Look, I think that the question is the context for that answer. That answer was largely derided because the question is specifically, what are you going to do about inflation? And the answer, I grew up in a middle-class household, so I guess the inference is I understand what it's like to have inflation. But it played well in the debate. And it is obviously an important part of who she is, and the idea of electing a president, a Harry Truman type, someone who's closer to the people, is something that many presidents aspire to. But it just wasn't the right answer to the question, and that's what's frustrating voters. They want to know what these candidates are going to do on inflation, immigration, and crime.
Mark, unfortunately, things ran long with Bill O'Reilly at the top of the show. We've got a lot of polling to get through with you. We'll do it later in the week. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.